have a lot of questions around Ascent. We saw G2 in Americas come out, play this Yoru comp. I didn't particularly love it. They pivot in the way that they play when they went up against XLG. Last time it was the Neon for Jaw. I'd be shocked if they changed comps this quickly, but the Waylay would certainly be interesting to watch. I do think that's a better agent on this map, especially Billy, against the Cypher team.
Yeah, I definitely agree with you, Mimi. I think starting on this defense is going to be a key one for them. We've spoken about how incredible Baby Bay has been as a site anchor, but when I'm looking towards FUT, Zeus on the Sage is the first thing that my eyes gravitate towards. He has been so mechanically great, and Sop on the Jet as well. Ascent, always known as such a great Turkish map. I think FUT, pretty impressed with his composition. It's Zeus on the Sage, though, that I'm...
Battle Sage, Battle Sage. Love to see it here. And of course, I think that Waylay is certainly going to be looking to try and maybe bring out that wall, like try and force a little bit of those plays, maybe suss out where that Sage is going to be positioned. There's a lot of work that G2 need to do in order to crack the egg that's FUT.
Yeah, I think as a dive agent, the Waylay is a lot stronger right now. On a map where a lot of teams are starting to bring Sentinels, especially into a double Sensi comp like this, I think it's quite tough to get value out of that Neon. There's few players that are still making it work right now. Jaw was confident on that role before. They've made a pivot after that tough loss, but so have FUT. It's bound to be good.
Oh, this is going to be a good one, folks. It's do or die. So let's go ahead and jump into map one, shall we? Make some noise as we get ready for your casters. Here's Pansy and HyperX.
You're right, this is a tense scenario here for both sides. After suffering some brutal losses, they look out for blood, Mike. It's something that it's hard to not notice on the players' faces here.
Absolutely, yeah. I mean, there's just so much at stake here, given everything that's gone on. I gotta say that I'm super concerned about G2 coming out of, obviously, the nature of the loss. Now coming into this matchup, and you'd argue, yeah, you want to see G2 go back to what they do well, right? But really versus FUT, that's kind of a clash you don't want to entertain. A team like FUT, you never want to go into these kind of brawly, contact style sort of approach, especially starting on Ascent here. The comp change, sure, but I don't doubt that Zeus is going to be in the thick of it with this Sage.
Couple of seconds until it starts. G2 on the defending side, of course, FUT on the attack, and the tone is set. Zeus from the word go, gonna find the first. And Jorgamo, first casualty.
Looks like it might be G2 to go aggressive behind that, but no ping on the reveal here, and Leaf still curious towards short. Let's catch a glimpse, but no damage done yet. And Trent, though, yeah, he's spotted very early on, isolated very easily. Paranoia a little too late there, and also catching on to Leaf.
Yeah, they've already kind of dismantled these early forays coming out from G2, that attempt towards middle, the second look on the potential pressure that could have been coming towards Leaf.
And even though not a great example, that's the sort of thing FUT will lap up these re-clearances by G2. So happy to play that sort of tempo. Yeah, FUT have, let's see, run of the entire map.
Oh, they got run of the house, right? It's all theirs. They don't have to be in a particular hurry anyway. This has been kind of above a minute. Most of the blood was drawn, so they're pretty happy with this. Leaf's gone curious, gone and cleared top middle, but by now, I think the penny's going to be dropping.
Yeah, I mean, great timing on this, sure, but you almost want to see him making moves elsewhere. A chance here, at least, for Valen to relay that information. He held the front door for the time being, so we'll buy some time for this rotation to come through. The Valen challenge, yeah, it just gets removed.
Yeah, and FUT can be up for every single one of these fights. Yeah. I know that FUT can play a disciplined game. We know that. They play a very solid game, but they are still Turkish players. They will be up for every single fight if you're going to play that game against them. And for G2, I haven't seen them warm up enough, really. Even in that first game, the first one to really do anything here is Baby Bay. Kind of picking up where he left off, being an essential piece to the G2 system. But to find 4 more is a very difficult prospect. 3 on site, 1 over toward main. And Yellow Jade's just going to play safety to this.
I mean, he was spotted, but yeah, they have to come and clear him if they want to be a little more proactive towards site. Now the clock going to apply a ton of pressure to Baby Bay. Just going to look for some progress here because this one's wraps.
Yeah, the round's out of reach, but Baby Bay...
He's going for a knife. You can see him laughing already.
Yeah, the grinning assassin waiting. He's going to do good damage on the way out. Good start from Baby Bay. It's 5. Sadly, the round's not theirs, but still, it's going to keep that levity alive with G2, even in a loss.
I saw him actually burst out laughing. We got the first kill on Zeus, way ahead of any of this happening, but his FUT to find the pistol. Themselves on the board here. Fairly comfortable in approach. And their consolation, at least a little boost to the vibes, maybe. For an ace here, at least in trash time with the pistol. I mean, another thing key for me, the vibes on stage seem to be very different for G2 as well. You could see they were just, I mean, it was bleak every time we cut to the cameras.
Yeah, but for FUT, this looks like business to me. This feels like they've got a very singular goal in mind. And it's so far pathing perfectly towards it. The Aldrome will clear the space and see there is no resistance on the side of the map. And it's going to be a stack from G2, a fair approach considering the purchase. Now the name of the game would be damage here. It'd be lovely if BabyBay could have done the 5 in this one. But let's see what G2 can achieve. Can they lock them in? Can they minimize the reward for FUT? You're looking at silver linings now.
The other thing to consider is obviously G2, a number of poor starts, 2 halves. This is XLG. Flank going to come through heavy here. Yetijay going to be tasked with dealing with that. Sociable at least keeping BabyBay in check here. It's just farming ground here. FUT clearing.
I'm a little scared.
House out towards main. Talking about damage here, it's looking like it's going to be a flawless here.
Oh, I'm a little bit scared. If FUT are coming out like this, I'm going to keep my eye on it, right? Because I think we all know that they've had a bit of a treacherous path to this point, obviously. But even with that in mind, my God, they look kind of lethal now. And on the other side, my concerns with G2 are certainly not assuaded yet. The issues of those cold starts, the players not really getting much time to warm in and just feel out the game. Yes, great for BabyBay, but I'm kind of wanting the others to find a bit of that.
Yeah, I mean, certainly here in the first buy round, you want to see them come out swinging. Well invested at least for the side of FUT. So it might be a little pace change for them here. Try the wall over the top, can't find anything just yet. Sop on the hunt, gets shut down by Jaw.
That's a huge start. Jorgamo, they're going to at least feel out the game, slow that pacey approach in the bonus for FUT that's relatively well-rounded as well. We've got Bulldogs out, we've got a Phantom in hand for Zeus. So certainly got some punch to it. Valen gonna shoulder check and then wait if Jaw can catch him on that cross up towards Cat. Dealt with, Sociable, gonna give him an option now.
Still healthy behind that as well.
And of course some rotations here, surely.
Trying at least clearing out here. Won't note Yetijay though. It's FUT looking to actually drift back over towards B.
And does that mean they get punished if maybe G2 wants some info on this? That's what you've got to be careful of. Trent's waiting.
He's 15 seconds off the dart, so he's shouldering this now for info. No rotation just yet.
No. Happy to stay where they are. Precarious. And Trent now noted on the follow-up, and you can see the attempt there in with the Aldrome. Brilliant push and pull. Sociable striking towards Market, carving out a path. They know Trent is down in the doldrums, and the site is theirs. It's composure from FUT. Valen and BabyBay, they were on the other side of the map. It was a long road and a long walk back, but a 2v3 with utility for Valen is not impossible.
Needs to find Yetijay pretty early on though. Zeus ready to swing off contact here. Two still have to piece this together.
Beautiful.
Do find the first one though.
Very nice. Valen, that's the first key step. Can he carve out one more? No, Yetijay just ahead on the angle. And it still leaves Crossley, the unknown quantity. And time being such an issue now for BabyBay. He's got to get a wiggle on, he knows it as well. Trying to do the dance, trying to do the 1-2 step, and Yetijay puts him to bed. It's clean work from FUT.
G2 concede another bonus. Just, again, yeah, no surprise to see. We've just seen it flash up on screen here, a timeout being called. And the biggest thing coming into this series would have been to be able to reset in between a number of those rounds yesterday for G2, just spiraling out of control so quickly. The thing is, you didn't see them get desperate and throw bodies into weird situations, but it just wasn't, it was the execution. There was a few times where they were going proactive. I mean, you think back to Split where they were, there was a timeout called, and it was like, right, every time we get contact on A, let's walk down mid, let's do so, let's be proactive about that mid round. They have to start that early here on Ascent, and we haven't seen it yet.
And that could be the Coinbase win condition, really. If you're looking at that in this moment, you could be kind of threading that through because they've got a lot to fix, but it just feels like they're not able to activate, and it's so baffling to me. We know the caliber of this team, and I think it was Mimi who was saying on the desk as well, our concerns with G2 tend to kind of pop up a little bit later. You're talking those top 3 pushes.
Yeah, I mean, these are the sort of performances where you see them dip out, like towards the end,
yes,
but here it would be the,
early.
Yeah.
That is a bit of a concern and a backwards trajectory.
Baby, baby, baby, baby, baby. Na na na na na na na na na.
Now
they might be completely.
That's a chant I can get behind.
Yeah, we'll let you close that one out if the scoreline keeps going like this, though. For the football fans, they might get that one. However, this could be farming time. You're looking at Sop, obviously got the weapon in hand for it on the other side. G2 need to wake up. I cannot say it time and time again, but it's a clear picture to us here. FUT treating that previous series as an ignition point, really, something to start it again. And already Leaf with a good start. That's a lovely scalp to claim. Zeus now gone.
Great set piece here. Jorgamo, it's a ton of damage, but FUT don't shy away from this. Happy to re-clear. Drone will at least note Yetajay. And does anybody overstep the mark here? Can they maintain this advantage? Only ult to work with would be Sociable. So they're just going to follow up on the drone here.
Yeah, a bit of bravado in approach. I'm not show too much concern, but there's a lot of bodies on this side of the map. Very well invested, trying to clear Leaf. Yeah, they were so aware that there's going to be someone on Gen. So he's gone, so they have evened things up. But with 40 seconds, they do need to be cautious. Baby Bait is waiting on the other side of the map. It's not a full stack. It was sort of this 4-1.
I mean, if he can catch somebody.
Especially at this time. That wall's still there. This is a real opportunity. And that smoke invested just to keep their attention, keep them present, keep them considering. Baby's not active on the angle, but he's got that wall to give them, hopefully, the way forward. However, that TP is now an issue. He's going to see the dart to follow. He knows what's coming. 13 seconds, they've made it through the door. Baby's got to go big here. 10 seconds, though, I don't think he can really swing this. They've done enough to create a safe avenue out towards the B site.
And Hunter's Fury here as well, just in case they need it. And the hands across the lead.
Is on site, I guess, the only...
Yeah.
Oh, wow. Yeah, found there. And it's just looking simple stuff, G2. Yeah, I mean, it started with a bang, but it's going to end with a fizzle. 3 alive for FUT, and not really feeling much pressure yet.
No. Looking very easy for FUT to navigate the map right now. Again, a similar situation, it's kind of low-hanging fruit, but there were so many things that just weren't going right for G2. And you talk about just one engagement here and there, a gunfight won and lost was just a death sentence, some of those rounds.
I guess the only redeeming factor now is it has to be, whatever the timeout was for, needs to be in this round. Whatever G2 came up with, they know are going to a lighter purchase. Now they've got the buy behind them. Now they've got Baby Bay's ult. They're one away from Leafs. They have key tools, but with that in mind, does FUT then kick up the tempo? Sop could be in trouble. Has to evacuate and reset a little bit on OMEN.
They would have bait out this trap, though. No value found here. That'll be the res in hand for Zeus, so they can get a little more audacious here in terms of an opening engagement.
Back in a flash.
Drone will spot. Actually, he can back onto that.
Yes, Sop just got around the corner in time, but Crostally creating more and more safety on the approach. Door to be shut. Spike now ferried through. Again, G2 not looking like they're in the server.
A round where they're actually looking again for Yetajay, but quick switch up here. Neural Theft will go through. Information flowing now for FUT. Able to reset, actually might even look at Yetajay going back towards Catwalk.
And it's so well considered, so heads up from FUT. They knew that ult could be coming in. They sit incredibly deep. They're proactive on that wrap through Cat. But Leaf with a very diligent recheck, but Sociable removing the players. It's all really on Leaf for now. Baby Bay trying to clear the side. He finds it in the smoke. They're still doing work. G2 not down just yet, but it is getting tense. And that time is going to start ticking. They put everything towards this, but Crostally could not care less. Leaf, you look good, but it is not enough to deny the walk, the run that FUT are going on.
Great awareness from Leaf. To even hold for the second player there, you can't fault them. They just have to run down the clock. Basically, pressure from Cap prevents anybody from really getting back onto site. There's this opener, there's no nuance to it. It's just a Hunter's Fury to really open up this execute. And then the other two players from G2 forced further back onto the site. They can't contest onto main. And even there, in that situation, like I said, Zeus has got the res. He gets the orb, so they can kind of gamble in engagement there if it goes wrong. FUT at least feeling like they found a little bit of freedom.
When all else fails, though, get Draw on a Bucky. He's done some pretty nasty things on this side of the map.
And he's shock darted away from the choke point.
Okay, a valiant attempt, but even with all these players, this is the 5-stack. Before it was only 4. Now all 5 Stingers, Bucky, Sheriffs, whatever they could afford. But they felt this out, and again, the reposition here towards middle. Yedajay should be hearing this.
He's hearing all this,
yeah. He absolutely. Oh, but outdone
They
though,
mollied him out.
Valen. There we are. That's a start that it feels like they haven't had in a minute.
Cancelled out here. Can't actually get damage back onto the res either.
They've disrupted the stack, haven't they? Look at this instantaneous rotation.
Yeah, a little bit of a gamble here.
Oh,
Leaf Jaw tasked with this. He's going to hear sound cues on the other side, but a total misread from G2.
And then you look at Yedajay, he's just the insult to injury, right?
I mean, if he shows towards market here, it's the worst thing possible. For G2, I mean.
Yeah. No, he's selling them, and such a story. I don't think he's going to be noted. Maybe it's just a little bit deeper on towards stairs, but still look like they fancy this.
Desperate to find this Bucky. He's even spamming off the close angles here.
And well, that's an issue. And that's a player, Yedajay, just slicing up the gut. FUT are feeling no resistance, man. G2
See, they're looking for another player as well.
There's nothing. There's nothing to stop them doing this. Outcalled and outplayed so far. G2 looking out of options, trying to figure this back out. But you look at what they're coming back in with. You're going to need someone to be more than a hero now. I think this one
Give
might
this
be
up.
done.
Yeah, give this up. And it's nobody's really close to an ultimate, but you don't really want to give away the extras. Trent will find Sop. Drifting forwards here on Heaven. It's going to be about it, though, by the looks of things.
I was going to say you could make it costly, but even then you look at the finances behind FUT, they're not feeling any sort of pinch here.
No, they can hang around.
And they will. That is an absolute trend, still trying to put up a performance. It's lovely from him. You can see the potential. It's just sadly all at the wrong time, as time has gone again. It is just flawless from FUT. 6-0.
G2 really have to do something to disrupt FUT here. And already trailing by 6. And you can see, just Joggermo even, you see after hearing the steps, there's no reaction at all. It's completely unconsidered. An operator in hand now for Jaw. And probably not the sort of thing you want to see unless he's going to go hyper-aggressive here. I see him over towards Heaven. For me, not necessarily the answer. The wall up here, Leaf. A vintage play here over the top for Sop, but doesn't catch initially. I think the last time we saw a wall up like that, actually. It's been a minute.
It's been a minute.
Truly vintage.
Oh, Hunter's Fury sent through. It's not finding what they want. I don't think there's even a tag yet.
That tells them nothing.
Yeah, you don't. It almost missells the presence here. That's big, though. At least going to see Yedajay, but they don't see anyone else.
That doesn't say much, though. Yeah, cool. You found Yedajay. Most of the time lurking. Now, if that scans anything now, that's a bit more info for G2 to operate on.
But are they going to rotate? It feels like they're so in their heads about how FUT are approaching this, who are being quite slippery. Again, you got info on B that there's more than one here, but then you've just seen an Aldrone on the other side of the map. They're keeping the cards very close to the chest. A slower, more considered approach from FUT. And it looks like Sop wants to keep him locked in on this. He's got the angle for it too. But with 30 seconds, that spike's still not yet to be moving particularly, so they do need to get a bit of a move on here, FUT. Sop going to be sent back. 20 seconds, boys.
Yeah, G2 are holding 3 strong here, still on 8. Leaf ready to slow anything down through tree.
Don't like this. 15 seconds, singed and slightly crisped. Jorgamo going to spot one towards main. The site's not secure here, but he's taken away one, and Valen with a beautiful strike. finally, G2 waking up, patience being their virtue. They break back in, but FUT taking way too long there.
Like I said, for me, slowing these rounds down isn't necessarily the go-to answer on the side of G2, but FUT play into it here. Again, you'd expect to see a massive reaction on the back of that ping over towards B main. It's like, well, now they know, right? The jig is up. Have to make a move here, and it's SOP slowly clearing onto some of these angles.
When we don't get picks.
Yeah.
I mean, that is the other side of the equation, right? It's if we don't commit to these opening engagements, but that's a little bit of a head scratcher on the side of FUT for me. They had a ton of space, a ton of time initially to play into.
Oh, Jorgamo's got to be careful not to get caught.
And you could argue the advantage in terms of that misinformation.
Yeah. And see if they do get another opportunity. Has the players on the server learned the same lesson the coaches felt that they got a reward from? Jorgamo did go for a, I don't want to say even an aggressive start, but he did at least posture up towards middle, but waiting to buffer. They try and go for this A-pop. And getting active on B main as well. First time we're seeing a bit of a walkabout towards that. Baby Bay searching a bit deeper here, joined by Trent, of course.
I mean, the next thing now for me is me seeing the awareness from FUT that this adjustment has come from G2.
Yeah, and how do they want to approach it, right? G2 sitting super deep. Do you just go for false sight XX? Is that why Jaw's on this side of the map as well, considering he's got the ult that could soak a lot of it, and they line up. How does that not get one? It's Valen to get SOP. And there's the stall out, 37 seconds, but Crossley fights back. Jorgamo's down. Leaf now with it all to do. Ball goes in, but Sociable goes forward and catch on the rotation. It is just perfection until then. Baby Bay gets himself a 1v2. It's a lot on this man's plate. He got the 5 in the first, but these two would mean so much more. He's heard the door shut. Doesn't want to go for that until now. Opts to at least imply options.
It's going to be another smoke to cycle through here eventually for Sociable, though. Actually sent over towards door.
Yeah, already committed, but the off angle, the high angle, it's there for the reward. Again, FUT instantly troubleshoot, problem solve, and come back in with an answer.
I don't know how that op shot missed.
I know, it looked like it was...
Did he step? Did he step
If
just
he was stood
before?
still.
I'm looking to you for answers. Where's that gone?
I'm looking to the developers for answers, but I don't see them here. They might have just hidden away.
Send me the replay file.
Yeah, honestly. Oof.
I mean, because that's a collab lined up.
Could you imagine the difference?
So close. And then he's off kilter with sending the ult through and slowing down basically what boils out of main. I mean, we kept saying yesterday, fine margins versus XLG. It's another example where things just don't go G2's way.
At some point, though, we do have to kind of look at
You only get away with that excuse for so long.
Yeah, exactly. It's like you've got to become masters of your own fate here, because SOP is opening things up. Expectations there for a follow-up. That's 2 on the entry, and the site's now theirs. They walk in with ease, but Yedajay's been a nuisance even for rotations. He's been catching them. I mean, this has been a dream attack for FUT.
Being given a lot of freedom, and in some of these rounds, they are really running away with it.
There it is again.
Jaw gets shut down.
It feels almost scripted. You could rinse and repeat this over and over. And there's a lot of credit to FUT for keeping it so buttoned up, but on the other side, the G2 just can't stop it.
Initial adjustment we were discussing coming out of time, a very early timeout, by the way.
Oh!
Fruition just yet, belief.
Oh man, that's so impressive, but it has to be more than this. These little shows of brilliance are not gonna be enough to get the round again. We know their capability, we know mechanically they're good. But at this stage in Masters, it's not enough.
But certainly wind in their sails now. And you give a player like SOP a couple of confidence boosters, certainly be able to open up some of these rounds.
But it's also not been the SOP and Zeus
No,
show.
absolutely not. I mean, Sociable and Yetijay, the ones top of the board here for FUT.
Yeah, they're almost workhorses.
Really encapsulate that. Any given Sunday, any of these players can step up. Odin here for Trent. Nobody on the B site right now, so relying heavily on a retake to pay off for them.
Stops in, sees nothing. He's made it pretty far. So maybe very willing to go ahead and Sociable utilizing the new landscape. Keep vigilant watch. Could be in a bit of a predicament. Yes, he is. Going to be scanned out. Has to fall away. That's not bad.
Nobody dealt with that dart.
Yeah, it's a little bit interesting that he kind of got punished on that.
Jaws heard this, 100%.
Okay, should be able to catch. We're in to see the kill feed. Yes, he does. Okay, Sociable going to go down, and now the pressure on the side. Leaf again, this time looking far more viable to maybe convert the round to 2v4. This is essential. They cannot lose this. Crostally in their way. He has to go down here. G2, this is a lifeline for them to get a second round after so long.
It's actually heartbreaking for Sociable to get caught there by Jaw so late. Nearly gets turned on as well. That's Leaf to carve a path back onto the site.
And Leaf looked fired up after that round as well.
Don't do it, I said flop.
But again, as much as we look at G2, right, and we know their capability, I need a star to start shining. If it's going to be Leaf, cool. If it's going to be, I don't care who it is, they need someone to step up to the plate. It can't just be that team effort. I need a couple rounds to give them some hope.
That needs to result in stability across the team as well. I said we had a couple of hero rounds here and there, but it's the consistency that really lacked. And here, sitting at an 8-2 deficit.
Oh, Leaf again. Flash ready. FUT prioritizing this mid control to start with. Still got the extremities watched in some way, shape, or form, but Babybay on the line does get away with his life. So fortunate in that fact, but it's Trent towards top middle. Sop's seen this. They should know both players are now here.
Always to go in, doesn't necessarily force anybody out into a tricky spot. But kind of held here at the first step of this set piece up mid. Yeah, not too much damage done though. Do have the red still for Zeus, so can commit. If they want to find an opener. Sociable might have just caught a glimpse of Gio. Did he? I mean, he's looking back this way still.
I'm not sure. He feels like he's been on edge this whole time. They look like they wanted to path 3. Trent holds him at the gates. 3 big kills and Leaf waiting. Just Sociable alive. And finally, looking like there's a heartbeat on the G2 side of the stage. Sociable outgunned. But he's got 2. Would need 3 more.
18 seconds.
And they're backpedaling away. They're playing with a lot of respect here. They don't want to entertain any nonsense.
Thank God that's the case. Left. Some of the rounds really slip through their fingers now. They know they need to close this out. Again, 8-4s didn't necessarily suit them yesterday either. Hope pinned on a prayer.
Last round before the switch.
Come in here, I mean, going to be struggling financially. They're just feeding into Trent here, unable to trade this. Can't really even fault the spacing at all. Trent's just quick, usually on point with the Odin. And maybe a chance here for the neural theft, but nothing else going to be available to offset this. It's just the res for FUT.
It's taken some time, but they have broken most of the bank here. Still be able to fashion a purchase for the final round of the first half, but certainly be lacking in some areas. See Crostally and Yedajay suffering under that, but on the other side, Leaf, the operator cycled in and out, depending. I think there is a Phantom behind him if he does want to switch out to it, so certainly not stuck towards it. And again, a similar look to a start here. FUT trying to explore towards middle.
Maybe this is going to be the second layer to what they attempted to do in the previous.
Oh, he's on a bit of an island here. He's got to be really careful to not get overwhelmed. Going to force them deeper. So FUT putting a higher prio and trying to get mid-control this time.
Still shift of focus back towards tree here. For both FUT and G2. Going to be smoked off.
Paranoia, good. But Sop's ahead of it. He can clear behind this space. Yeah, he's going to take all of this. No problem at all. You look at it, Valen. Maybe Jorgen want to get involved, but I don't think they got really much of a chance. They've had to give up sight here.
Chance, maybe if Trent can find a kill here, a Hunter's Fury could change landscape here in a retake. Do have the TP and Babybay's ultimate as well. Only one off site here. I think that might catch the majority of the FUT players.
Okay, this is big. This has to be the goer. If you want to get it done now! Yeah, you're meant to be on a weaker weapon, man! Trent, though, just starts the massacre. Bullets now flying. It's all on you in a 1v3. Sop already up top. He's having none of it. FUT with a strong lead now.
Yetajay breaking the hearts of G2. Everybody caught off guard here by the ultimate, but it amounts to nothing. A 9-3 half here for FUT, Lauren. Fantastic display from FUT.
Yeah, they've got to be chuffed to bits with this one. Going to get the confidence back in the right place after their previous game for G2. Still question marks. However, let's hear from FUT's Zeus and get his thoughts on their playoffs run in this HyperX player moment.
Edward'a karşı, yani daha doğrusu ADG'ye karşı boyuç oynadık bugün. İlk olarak map 1'de Heaven'da zaten bizim pikimizdi. Yani en azından çok sevdiğimiz bir map. O yüzden yani rakip okumakta da, yani yaptıkları hareketleri çözmekte ya da yapacağımız şeyleri düşünmekte de çok sıkıntı yaşamadık. İkinci map'te Pearl'de kontrol çoğunlukla bizdeydi bence. En azından ilk yarı full bizdeydi. İkinci yarının da bir kısmına kadar bizdeydi. Anti-Eco verene kadar 10'a 8 olması lazım yanlış hatırlamıyorsam. Ondan sonra kontrolü kaybettik. Map'i kapatamadık ve biraz kaybettik orayı. Üçüncü map'te de bu etkilerin aslında birazcık sıkıntısını yaşadık. Oyuna map'e giremedik başta bu yüzden. Sonra resetlendik. Pause'larla beraber tekrar round almaya başladık ama günün sonunda yeterli olmadı. Map 3'ü de öyle kaybettik Fracture'ı. Bu kadar.
Counting for this corner, but we'll see if nobody's got it in his mind to clear this one out. Hold on, sidestepping, Guardian in the hands of Zeus.
Ya elenme maçı olmasın ya da lower'da olmamızın, upper'da olmamızın benim için hiçbir zaman farkı olmadı. Normal bir maçı çıkarmış gibi çıkacağım. Günün sonunda karşıma çıkan adam lower'da ya da upper'da çıktığım fark etmeksizin yenemiyorsam zaten şampiyon olamıyorumdur. Hani bu yüzden lower'da olmak beni hiçbir zaman etkilemiyor. Önümüzdeki maçlara bakacağım. Hayırlısı.
And it's a lovely sentiment to say it doesn't matter upper, lower side. But they look fired up today. They look like they are out for blood. I think we saw it at the very start of things. It's kind of held up true in game, but 3 rounds for G2,
yeah,
Mike.
I feel like this is G2 paying the price for the performance they displayed in that previous series. FUT, I think, don't really have to make much of an adjustment in terms of their game plan, in terms of their mentality, overall that cockiness, the bravado they like to lean heavily into, but you haven't even got the 2 main factors of that delivering this half. It's just a very well-considered approach here from FUT. And dare I say, and many of these rounds didn't really feel tested. They were given a lot of freedom once more, which is a criticism, again, of that XLG series.
Yes.
FUT have got themselves a huge lead now.
Yeah, you're right. I'm glad you've kind of echoed back to that point. It was something we heard even the coaches discussing the fact there was so much space given. All right, G2. Well, the bar's been set. 9 rounds for FUT.
I mean, dare I say it, FUT get a pistol here. Don't be surprised to see them just go hyper-aggressive and look to sweep this map.
Yeah. Got to shut it down early. Do not give any quarter. Now, obviously, FUT on the defending side. G2 on that attack, trying to step in towards middle. I think Sop caught a glimpse of at least a pixel there, but they're going to carry on. Leaf wants it.
Sop going back in.
I mean, I told you, they're pretty naughty with it, but again, sitting a little bit deeper now. Same time, Jorgamo. Oh, the timing of that. Ah, you're not going to be able to make it. Leaf's done nicely, though, straight up middle. Now they can wrap towards tree. Crunch coming in. Cross to Leaf. He's considered it. He's prepared for one, but he can't get the rest. And so Chabal! Oh my God, how's he still alive? Finally goes down, but he drags 2 with him. He's given Yetajay a chance here in a 1v2, but Baby Bay and Trent need this round.
Clutch man himself, Yetajay. Chance here. Baby Bay down to 45. Trent still healthy, but 2 sheriffs in their hands.
Trent's still been sharp as well. These 2 have been one of the heavier hitting portions of the G2 squad, so Yetajay trying to find the first man for a fair fight, and I don't think they fancy giving him that one. Has to make a couple of sound cues on the way down, Baby Bay. Gonna get him on the board here. 4 rounds, it's a long road back.
They convert a pistol, something that's haunted them. Leaf, I mean, just absolute disregard for any of the FUT players here. Sociable put in a position to potentially actually just shut this down single-handedly. Unable to find Trent, though.
The first one!
That is terrifying.
Yeah, I mean, he said it himself.
Okay, well, let's see how different the game looks now, right? They get the first starting block. For FUT, they've gone for a touch of a stack. So G2 just don't go B. Simples, right?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Well,
B's coming to them.
Yeah, B's coming to them. You don't need to go into B.
Oh, no. Oh, no, Baby Bay, someone help him. The Baby Bay contingent in the crowd's going to be devastated at the loss. Sociable going to find him. Leaf and the rest of G2 trying to get away!
Nobody's looking backwards!
Oh, dear. Nah. This can't be how it goes, Mike.
Jaw lands a nice shot. Sop will get shut down. There's still 4 left standing for FUT. G2 have to hold on to this.
I'm so
Jaw.
scared. He has no idea. He has no idea. Above, Trent's there with him. He's not alone! God, this is just against pistols. And it feels this tense. Okay, we've got the other J. He's not doing anything. Don't worry about it. It's all fine.
I mean, even the faith Jaw had in Trent there gave me anxiety.
I'm terrified. I'm scared.
Yet Jay can find another kill or 2.
Oh, now that would be lovely, wouldn't it? Oh, he's not in the wrong spot for this either. Okay, gonna go down. I mean, not the worst outcome. They made it a little bit costly, but G2 stringing together a couple of rounds now.
Again, it's just this initial reaction here, and then Leaf's caught completely off guard. It's that kind of sloppy gameplay that we saw repeat itself over and over.
Oh, that boy whiffed. Oh, that boy whiffed again. Oh my God, baby. Hey, good shit.
At least some semblance of vibes. The G2 camp.
Buyback for FUT. So let's see if those
I mean,
vibes
yeah,
continue.
well-rounded purchase here for G2 at least. I mean, it's Jaw closest here. Trent trailing behind with the Hunter's Fury, but early progress at least. Sop's going forwards.
And he's got to get a little active. I was going to keep my eye on Sop during this series. We've seen that he's obviously come on a lot of scrutiny and a lot of kind of public attention that he's probably not used to. And already you can see a bit of a difference. It's only map 1. Not the end of the world here, but let's see if that continues throughout this. Baby Bay, unafraid to take a walk up middle. And he's got to be a bit cautious because Sociable could potentially have his number here. Cross the leak. Gonna try and set it in, but Baby Bay's keeping the attention of 3. That felt ambitious at the best of times.
And there's just no contingency in that sort of situation.
I know, he was so alone.
Yeah, the wall drops now, and at least will open up the possibility. But Zeus gets a kill ahead of the paranoia. Slow orb goes in, they can't scan out from that. That's the spike, kept back at bay.
Yeah, it's a long road around for Trent now. Oh, and Leaf's getting active.
They just can't hold the site this long.
No, there's so little to be done about this.
left.
You're hoping, I guess, but Leaf even peeking up towards Heaven, maybe trying to, you know, puff up the chest a little bit, catch one. But again, FUT were already here. Because it took so long, 20 seconds, 2v5. It's a firing squad of FUT there. Flawless coming through this. The second they got the rifles, Mike, they're having none of it.
And I mean, Leaf has to, like I said, they can't just sit there and hold site for that long. They have to make sure that nobody's pressuring from Heaven. The spike has to come back through A main. But Leaf just gets shut down immediately on this peak. Unfortunately, at that point, there's just so few ways for G2 to recover that. Trent looking a little baffled.
I can already see Thinking Man's Val up there having a little dance about, little sing-song. The atmosphere changing as FUT kind of getting back on track, but we will be checking in with G2 this side, comms, see how they're feeling, because it's got to be a tense spot for them. And already, FUT getting active. Let's see how they are holding under this.
Subrosa, chill.
Oh my God, I'm drone him.
Kill. Dead.
One more.
I'm jumping.
Other guy B, fight Subrosa. Last guy was B, go. Come mid.
Might try to fight you guys mid.
Go. Leave me, I can't really get out.
Nate, just stay. You're good. Shit on him, Nate.
Just jumping around. Wait,
Wait, he's A.
hurt. Wait for you guys.
Where?
Chill, on site. We're smoking door. Wait, flashing door as well.
Got bomb.
What are you guys gonna do? Grab bomb, go back?
Back on B. Go.
Maybe.
Last player standing.
Oh.
Got the headshot as well, by the way.
Yeta J almost pulled off a miracle there. Perhaps a nightmare for G2. You heard it though. BabyBay even prompting, what are you guys going to do? Trying to allude to the fact that maybe you don't want to go this way. Maybe you want to just pause for thought. Not many heads left on shoulders after J almost massacred the lot of them.
I mean, he's so unlucky not to actually find this final tag.
10 HP difference.
Jaw finds it through the aim punch.
Oh, he dinked him. Did he just dink him?
Comms felt hectic, man.
Yeah, they really did. Not necessarily stabilizing in terms of the buy just yet. Still gaps here for G2. Ult starting to come online though. Jaw, Leaf and Trent on the other side. Sociable and J. All goes up in B main. A little bit of an adjustment here. A heavier lean towards the other side of the map and mid. G2 looking to disrespect that initial control found.
Over. You're dead.
Trying to go in, but the stall is good. Going to be kept at, I don't want to say at bay completely, but certainly nullified somewhat and a slip towards the site. Already one down towards it being Zeus. Trying to be helped out there, but Baby beheads him already. Looking for another target, can't deal with J. This man's on a heater already. G2 just want the plant, they want some stability. Slow of the roll, but FUT don't want to allow it for a second. Flash comes in, great Hunter's Fury gonna get the connection. Can the rest survive in the meantime? Crossley already starting to apply pressure. Sop on the trade, 2v2. Crossley and Sop try and take on Leaf and Trent. Trent playing on the site itself. There's already the force out FUT! I thought they'd found a little more there, G2, some stability, something to hold on to, but it's 11 now in the hands of FUT.
And that's the trademark sort of round FUT can give you. It's so chaotic to try and follow this. Imagine trying to play it out. I mean, FUT just get into the weirdest positions to pressure back onto this B site.
And that's going to break the buy as well. That's going to shatter the economy from G2. And an 11th round. Not even a timeout used from FUT. The game plan has held the whole way.
What do you do here? You come back in now as G2. Maybe a rifle or two, but it's not going to be much. You are looking at conceding map point. Valen, BabyBay, ults to invest. Obviously, we saw it there from Jaw, Trent, and Leaf. I mean, Leaf's ult didn't really net them much. They didn't necessarily guarantee the scale up from that. J even finds the response kill there. Where usually, like I said, this is always just win conditions for G2. Not landing once more. At least round by round.
Yeah, and it's never free against FUT, it feels like. They're so happy to kind of refight. They're happy to brawl out on occasion. They can play the kind of more patient games too. They're very hard to pin down. They are a very, very hard team to kind of put in a corner. Now, G2 have to do it with even less. A couple of ults, but not even massive instigators either.
Sop a chance. I mean, doesn't even need to farm. He's got his Blade Storm behind this anyway. Hunter's Fury here for Crossley as well. TP as noted. 4 for Sociable. They might just slow creep into mid here.
Deploying drone.
Trent to maybe try and spot out. No? Somebody holding on here. He just got tagged there with the Leaf, yeah.
Yeah, down pretty low. I don't know how much he's going to be able to get back. Spattling away. But just need to stay somewhat stable in this, really. Just not get baited in a little too much. Keep that composure. G2 desperate for someone to overstep.
I mean, credit to FUT as well in some of these rounds to be able to play this deep and really make G2 work. They're almost probably expecting a little bit of aggression now. I certainly was into this second half, but it's tempered.
Ooh,
great catch by BabyBay.
What an absolute belter from BabyBay. Couple more of those and I'm starting to believe in something. But Crossley on the case. Wait and see if anyone overextends. I mean, he got another tag. Crossley's down on 10, but couldn't quite do enough. Leaf there to double down. Hold on. They're making
Valen
something of it. 25 seconds, but they got to go towards J. This is still going to be difficult. The final hurdle, the final boss. Just going to make it so damn hard. At 15 seconds, they have to do such a tricky run towards the site. He's not letting you pass. 3 kills, 12 rounds. FUT 1 off now.
I didn't see where Valen tried to TP to, but cancels back in.
Be right back.
Gets shut down. And it's so late in the day as well. Oh no, they actually got his TP cancelled. And Yetijay able to hold down the fort here. I mean, he just looks fantastic. Saw what he's saw what he's capable of. Back in the MEA, certainly replicating it here.
All right, aggression. Jaw gonna find Sociable, but Crosstaley trying to punish here. Not gonna find the connection he wants. Zeus then on the line, gonna take a lot of damage, but takes the life of Leaf. But Baby Bay back under the gun again, comes out, this time swinging. Sob's fallen. As FUT just kind of picked up the tempo, went for a mad approach on this one.
Look where Baby Bay's had to use his ult. just to guarantee, yeah. Again, look at this re-clearance out towards Catwalk, though.
Oh, it's getting weird. And Valen's gonna catch Zeus. Baby Bay, oh no. Couldn't quite get the job done in time, so Yetijay gets to live for another fight. It's not coming to his side,
I mean,
it's Crosstaley.
has to go huge here with the Odin.
Oh, I'm scared though. He's gonna hear those steps. He's positioned out, he's waiting. Ready and waiting and still gets them to. Yetijay left in,
He's got into the door!
He's out there already! Yetijay! And look how far away Baby Bay is. What are you meant to do, man?
I think he's going to get a double notification. Baby Bay. Ah! You see already just wiping the sweat off his brow. Up against Yetijay. I mean, he's going to take so much work for Baby Bay to find him here.
The hero of the hour, though, Baby Bay, or the final boss of Yetijay. Down he goes! Fueled with the terror of becoming prey. Look how quickly FUT became predators. 13-6, man. Mike, this was wild.
A grim ascent from G2. Josh not really leveling too much more off of that one.
Yep.
But I think it's especially so for Jaw. Jaw is normally the key player that steps up in these big games, in these global events, delivers the exciting moments. But he's been having a bad time of late. Map 1 in particular, I think was a low from him, but he tends to be excellent on the raise. Billy, this is G2's best map. They're one of the best teams in the world at Lotus. If they can't bounce back and beat FUT here, not only are they out, but I think that's such a massive change in form from expectations.
100%. I think we look towards Americas for the inspiration of some of the compositions that are ran on Lotus. I like what you're mentioning here, Mimi. For G2, this event would be a failure to go out at this point in
100%.
time. I think when I'm looking at FUT, though, we mentioned how they're overachieving and looking to continue overachieving to be able to hit that performance and have one of their best finishes that they've been able to have at a global event, 5th to 6th that they had back at Masters Shanghai in 2024. Of course, this year has been the return to the global event for FUT.
On attack sides, G2 have a big importance on Leaf's lurks. He normally does an excellent job of navigating into the A space behind the Viper wall in the mid rounds. But I think alongside Jaw, he's been one of the players that I think has been off of his timings on the lurk, especially in the XLG game. It was a big underperformance from the norm. So I'm looking at him as well. I'm looking at Jaw. I'm looking at really everyone on this team to bounce back individually and show a G2 that is confident, that can deliver on expectation, that can show why people thought this team would be a contender in London.
Yeah, I mean, listen here, right, folks. G2 have been oftentimes viewed as the uncrowned kings, a squad that should very well have lifted a Masters trophy up till this point, but they have not been able to find that success. Meanwhile, on the other side, FUT, they are playing with house money, and they must be feeling so damn good. Let's send it over to the casters to see if G2 can fight back. Force map 3. Here's Pansy and HyperX.
And look, if there was going to be a map for it, this has to be one of them, right?
Surely.
Coming into Lotus.
Surely.
No, okay, chalk up Ascent to just not being there. As we saw it in the previous game, it didn't look good. Okay, let's just cut that off where it is. But Lotus, I need a reason to believe G2. But now, as said, FUT look great. They've got everything firing. Yetijay's looking nasty. It's all looking great.
And I think as well, the biggest thing you've got to say is FUT are winning the mental game down on the stage. You can see, even though they're not kind of on their feet every single round, but they look composed as hell. Again, it can be a little more scary when they're on their feet, but G2, a little muted. Now have to bounce back on Lotus. Heavy lean here towards C, initially from FUT. Not really overstepping the mark just yet, but G2 have the spike. Headed towards rubble here.
And a good opportunity for G2 on this attacking side to set a standard. Set a line in the sand here and just kind of show what they can do. FUT have opted for a very all-in look. Now, fortunately for G2, not going that way.
There's not even really anybody to challenge on the side of FUT to really act as a deterrent. Who's taking this space outside A? Crossley will be the first point of contact. Sociable. Over towards Tree.
Ooh, Paranoia's there. He's very on his own, and Crossley already down to 10. This is a good start. Slow and steady from G2, but they've done brilliant damage. Sociable on half HP. Going to be surrounded on all fronts here, and does still get one. Goes down swinging, to say the least. Aren't denied, but they should be able to get another attempt at this, but Sop close by. This time, able to get involved a little earlier. Crossley beheads Baby Bay. Bye-bye. Oh my God. But you're not meant to be doing this. This is G2's map, and it ain't looking like it.
Sociable and Crossley both tagged up ahead of this site here coming through. Sociable still gets a kill. The spike doesn't go down. FUT are able to flood ahead of that. This is just, I mean, absolutely criminal that they get away with this round. Crossley finding 3 there after effectively played out of the round. Oh my word. Those pistols continue to elude G2.
They've got some work to do, and I just don't know if they're going to have the time to do it here. Need I remind you, this is a lower bracket game. It is do or die situations for these teams. Very few chances to recover at this point, but Sop trying to stand his ground. Just to make sure he doesn't outstay his welcome, but slowly but steadily backing away. Yeah, the J. Close enough by if needed. And this time around, everyone in the right place here. And you can see it there on the minimap as well. Sociable going to catch Baby Bait. There's a drop on the smoke, and Sop going to be punished for overstaying his welcome.
G2 trying to actually pressure further forward here, all the way into spawn. Leaf will be spotted though. Crossley, a chance to maybe farm this up. Will find another 3K. Yeah, to Jay to close the account. Maintain some of these crucial weapons early on. Crossley just missing 1 for his ult.
Viper down. Enemy remaining.
G2 will have the upper hand here in terms of weaponry, but said there's 2 Bulldogs maintained. For always a threat in rounds like this.
And FUT going for a stack. Just leaving, who's it? Yedajay with a Sheriff on the other side of the map. He's got his setup behind him, but still. Kind of a 1-3-1 beginning for G2. Going to note that there is a further exploration towards that rubble side. So Yedajay's got to be careful, though. Needs to be able to hold this down on a pretty much a solo endeavor until support can get even nearby.
Sociable's here already. Does have a weapon to do some damage with here.
Again, this should be G2's. Should be a moment for them. Sure, could be sent away on the early attempt there.
Looking for the wall, but it's not there. So able to bait that out.
Crossley could be caught now. Baby Bait played in. Not going to get the shot, but Crossley going to note the player. Again, this kind of indicates this deeper default, looking to find that aggression. So I imagine the wall, FUT just slows things down.
Yeah, the wall not being there has kind of thrown off these early round protocols for G2.
They're going to have to explore further, but I don't think they've got the time this round. 48 seconds. They do need to start making progress towards one of these sites. It does seem as though A might be the end goal here, but again, you're walking in, I don't want to say blind at this point, but you're going in with limited information now when you're starting to knock on the door of 30 seconds. G2, you can't hesitate this late, and if you're gambling that that wall is not on that B site, you might be in for a terrible surprise.
If they can catch somebody off here with the Paranoia ahead of the wall.
20 seconds.
Big info
huge.
Here.
Absolutely huge. Jaw going to lead the way, but with 18 seconds, it's dangerous. He's all alone and he's surrounded. Leaf trying to save the day. But 14 seconds, keep your eyes on that timer. It is looking lethal out there. Pure pandemonium. And with 7 seconds, they need the time on their side. And look at the positioning from Yedajay, trying to be spoiler, but Leaf deals with it well. And Leaf going to get all 4.
I mean, certainly didn't look as if that was going to pan out.
That's a bonus.
The timing here on the investment, so much info. And again, you got. I mean, it's a miracle that Jaw's able to live that long. That Leaf's able to actually even get an angle to complement that. But with a real chance here to convert.
God, heroic.
G2, yeah. G2 delivered one by Leaf.
They need a start. It could be Leaf. Soft though. Looking to try and control that deep line. Again, putting bodies behind this, getting aggressive on both extremities. Mound and Rubble.
Get a catch on the Prowler as well, so Sop knows he can get very deep on this angle. Does he swing this?
He fancies it. He fancied to go. He's still fine, sitting on, what, 40 HP now? Not the end of the world, but can Sociable stand his ground? That's the next big question. There is pressure. They are fighting pretty shallow on these extremities.
Did Sociable actually shoot at the reveal there? Did they note the closer position?
I feel like he did, but I might be wrong.
Well, scrap that, because Sop's here with the operator already.
God,
So it doesn't matter if they try and clear him.
Oh, and yeah, you've got all eyes set towards Sociable, but it's Sop to be the problem. And now they back away again.
Sop's already rotating as well. He might just get ahead of the timing here.
God, he could be omnipresent in
If
this
he can
round.
get to stairs, I mean, for sure, he can catch somebody in transition. Smoked off right now.
Zeus, outdone by Leaf. Beautiful little sidestep on that. Allowing pathway towards the A side as Crostly once again on patrol. Trying to keep towards back sight. Expects it, but Leaf is coming alive for this team. An X-Factor player finding form when it matters. And now a 3v4. And Leaf just let off the chain a little, let off the leash, go and walkabouts. Having to look deeper towards stairs should give good information across to the rest of the side. You shouldn't drop this one.
They need a pick, and G2 just aren't giving it to them.
I mean, with the paranoia, though, that's pretty solid. That could have been exceptional as Sop was trying there to be essential in outcome, and YellowJay's still alive. Hold on, Leaf, the man who started it. The one to end it. Brilliant again from the man. A necessity for the G2 side.
Follows up with a 3K here. G2 keeping FUT in check. Again, a huge opportunity here for FUT to run away with this one. But this slower pace, this composure starting to come through for G2. If they can rally behind Leaf right now, could just be the turning point in this series for them. Already got a pit online. On the other side though, Sop does have his ultimate already. Can he get done here?
How far is he willing to go? As far as it takes, apparently. Valen dead, Jogamo handles him, Sop still on speed! It's 3! Can't quite get 4! Baby Bay! Playing spoiler! Down to just YellowJay in the 1v2. His timing's not bad, though. His timing's not bad at all. But he might be noted on this Baby Bay. Next to Leaf, these two have really shone.
Let's see if he can get to a rifle, but it's going to be noted very early on here. Does he catch somebody drifting back out of main? Leaf's got his back turned.
There it is. Position noted. 1v2 now. Purely in the hands of YellowJay. Leaf and Baby Bay should be solid in this. This man does command some attention. First contact. Can't get away from it. Lovely again. Baby Bay saving that round in my mind.
Another hero to note for G2 right now. FUT still just causing so many issues. I mean, Sop goes above and beyond here. The support system really delivering. Baby Bay looking 10 years younger on some of these shots.
We only need a singular lead.
I mean, he's not wrong. He's opening few. The ult situation now for G2. Everything but the TP for Valorant. It's a great, great position to snowball this early success. Look at the minimap. This is FUT completely flipping the script.
Yeah, they've posted up Sociable again to a similar position, but he wants to go further. Baby Bay's waiting. He has been the bouncer on this sort of business, and he's still doing it. Caught in motion, however, the trade comes through. Leaf again, though.
They don't expect him this close. There's just no way.
One singular. Leaf this time is going to behead Sop. makes his way through, and they've sliced through two sides of this map now. Issues galore for FUT. Backing away. Doesn't need to outstay his welcome. And G2 making good moves here.
Even the smoke going up will keep FUT on guard towards A. And do they try and dig Leaf out or just bank on Crostally finding something here? It's a very, very strange round. Look at timing here on the wall. Showstopper popped. Almost not going to find anybody here towards C.
And look who's still here, Leaf. Man, every time, he is always seemingly right behind you. Leaf on an absolute belter of a map so far, and Crostaly's options are basically zero. But can you even escape him? He's already hunting.
I mean, this is the sort of thing G2 can just let him off the leash in some of these rounds. I mean, sit and spawn, just let him cook, let him work the map. FUT right now, been able to keep him in check. He wants number 4 again. And he'll find it as well.
This is his map, man.
On an absolute tear, Lauren.
They need a timeout, FUT. They are being dictated to. It feels like everything's going right finally for G2, right? These lurks, these lovely bits of pressure.
And the big positive is this isn't even something that needs like an adjustment in the calling. It's like when Leaf is feeling it right this, just let him go. Let him create the opportunities for you. A stark contrast because G2 that have total freedom. 12-2 right now.
Oh, he's untouchable. Absolutely untouchable. For FUT, do they have any other plans in mind, or is this kind of where they end? Leaf again, so much put to just deal with him. Soft this time. That's right, I think the NA fans like it, so it's all right.
Yeah.
Still on guard. Still on duty. Still dead. The quick handling of it.
Are they going to check he's dead? No. Or maybe Jaw was considering it.
4v4 now. And again for G2, yes, obviously losing out on Leaf, who's been monstrous, is a bit of a loss. But again, look at what it's commanded. 3 players had to be put to that task.
There.
It's Jay. Only a sheriff here. He's going to need to land a couple back-to-back. If there's any chance of really stopping this onslaught of G2, and it's perfect.
It's so nice. G2 finally looking like they're, I don't want to say former selves, but the team that we expected to be seeing. And FUT just really stumped for an answer. They have nothing to play back with so far. I expect a timeout to be pretty soon, if I'm honest, just to be able to kind of talk through the options.
I mean, especially with that, where they left the A site open, they went to explore mid. It's the sort of thing that maybe requires a check-in with the coach now. Hold that thought, though.
That's not bad. But look at the reveal here. It's so good. Zeus needs to go nuclear. It needs 4! Where were you, Valen? Just taking a walk.
I'm talking like that round's over. Should have been.
It should have been over. It should have been done.
How has he just found them?
You're not meant to be doing that one. Do not think this is over yet.
It's just, I'm speechless.
That's a bit unforgivable in my mind.
Absolutely speechless.
I mean, fair play to Zeus for it, but still.
That is
all individual
just
fights.
Insane to find this 4K. There's still so much time left, and nobody from G2 is stopping them getting out the choke point. A little bit of complacency there. They will be punished. FUT bring it within 1. We'll call a timeout now, and I mean, probably a time for celebrations. You're honest, you've had probably singing their praises, but
they need an overall sort of game plan, though, it feels like. You'll get a couple of those. Obviously, we've seen the capability of FUT, but it feels like that ethos check-in, that kind of mentality approach of how do we handle Leaf on one side, maybe Baby Bay on the other. We're not getting the info. Even though we are taking space on extremities, we're being re-cleared. We're just not getting what we need.
I mean, for sure, the Coinbase win condition coming out of this. Now, some ults to play with on the side of FUT. Maybe a couple of players are buying in hand here. Do see an operator on the table. I mean, still, G2 though, only the showstopper previously invested. And like I said, I mean, I think G2 thought that round was over. But you don't see a single ult popped to really counteract that.
It should be a rude awakening. Get him back focused up here, because map 1 is something they'd sooner forget, but we know it happened, and the scoreline is still just 3-4. They're not out of the woods. They've just looked a lot better. So we go back in. What's been the adjustment from FUT now?
Shift of focus here. See Sop now starting over towards C. Social going to look to get a little further forwards. G2 continue with this info gathering approach. It's not Leaf on a solo endeavor this time, and he's not leading the charge at all. Crossley though, proactivity rewarded there. Baby Bay will fall. YetaJ now called upon.
YetaJ, fortunate to be able to buy the time, but didn't expect VALORANT to be on the back line so quick. G2 have access towards the A site now. Deep ult comes in.
VALORANT's still alive!
How is VALORANT breathing? 3 HP and he's got Zeus dead! That's all he apparently needed, and he's coming alive himself! 3 kills! Looking like he should have been buried, but Sociable has work to do. VALORANT, the 3 HP bandit! All 4! More kills than HP at the end of the round!
What are these rounds, Lauren? Individuals shining on both sides here. Yeah, VALORANT just capitalizing on YetaJ. The denial of information here. And runs away with this one. Beautiful stuff. G2 answer right back following the timeout. Very quick decision as well to be made on the back of Baby Bay falling. But Zeus now on the hunt.
I mean, he's the hero with the rifle, right? The one that they're banking on to do something with, but apparently Sop with just a pistol. Gonna be up to the challenge. Leaf's gone, but they lose on the other side of the map now.
I think I know what the MO is coming out of the timeout. Find him, kill him.
It took, what, a great deal of players to do it, though. Easier said than done. But they do recover another weapon. So 2 now to be worked with. The rest still just on pistols, and Trent already going to find Sop. It's Zeus to get Jaw, and now the investments come rolling in. VALORANT did brilliantly before, still standing guard on the site.
Still has his weapon as well. Trent resetting outside, does have company here. VALORANT has to go huge again.
VALORANT, oh, he can't do it. YetaJ's caught him. Maybe they a little blinded by the smoke, but that's fine. Trent, backlines.
Oh,
Sociable. And he's got time for days. These rounds are ridiculous.
What's another death?
Wait, did he get there in time? He should have done. He should have done. Just double checking on that one.
Thrifty.
All good in the end. 4-5.
I mean, this is the sort of thing, if they can remove Leaf, spur on G2 to make one of these reactive mid-round decisions, FUT can really, really relish the chaos that creates. See a couple of examples now.
Oh, it's naughtiness from Sociable.
Yeah, I mean, that's filthy.
Oh.
Beautiful stuff. Still within 1, G2 able to
Scrappy game.
maintain this purchase. Stop going forwards once more. Revealed! He's shut down. Leaf's found the kill as well.
Yeah, Leaf this time bringing the rest of the boys over for the party. Gonna try and keep this one in check, and this time he makes it out breathing. 4v3, they can reset the tempo now. They don't need to overextend if they don't want to.
They've got the man advantage as well. Start to work the map a little bit. Crossley though, he's curious outside B. You can find this transition. I mean, now you don't want him. Look at the X-ray there.
That's a lot of players. That's a lot of players, but that's one less. 18 HP, gets away. It's a 3v3 now.
He's got the safety net as well. The smoke comes up, but there's still a wall. YetaJ's still alive.
Leaf's still lurking, though. This time's 45 seconds.
Good read from FUT as well. Look where they're headed. They're going to send 2 towards the C site. Conscious that Leaf has slipped the net on this side of the map, but Jaw, he's tagged up.
Should be able to avoid this.
Yeah, no catch.
And he's getting curious. There it is, punishment on it. But do they expect Yedajay? Can he avoid this? No. So he swings ahead, takes the body and drops it, but a 1v2. Hard at this point now as he's so far away, and Leaf an unknown quantity.
They still don't know. You can see,
Look at
the mini-map. Sociable has to clear everything on the way back in here. Does have a paranoia to play with. Can he isolate somebody off that?
They cannot afford to drop this round, though. G2,
I mean,
I want to see them with margins here.
If Sociable hits back-to-back 1v2s.
So it's near on unforgivable, isn't it? Paranoia's there, smoke there, TP, but he wants one early. He wants it before he spots Leaf. He can't get past him. G2, hold on.
See already what's been discussed in the timeout. I mean, Sop hyper-aggressive here. Gets revealed, unfortunately, it's just not considering the possibility that somebody's just TP'd across.
I like that adjustment from G2 to not just leave it being Leaf. They read that adjustment as quickly as we did. Put some bodies behind it, put utility to it, make sure he's not going to be just instantly found on this. And again, it sends the finances back to the Stone Age for FUT.
Sop, oh, you know what happened last time here?
Yeah, you're not wrong, are you? Yeah, the J. Nah, not going to be there. He should be dead. He is. Jorgamo up and above to take him out of the equation. They've got the early man advantage.
Did they spot Sop there?
Not sure, but they have completely found an open B site.
Anyway, picks up a very deep position. Cause real issues here in rotation for FUT. He does have a pit if this gets crazy.
Spike planted.
It just shouldn't. It just shouldn't. By all accounts, it just shouldn't. There it is. He's going to go for the pit preemptively. Need assurance in this round.
That's a big win for FUT, though, honestly.
I'll take that. Fowler going to find Valen close. The paranoia is good, but the shots are there. Valen well handled. We do see the rest of the players coming through. Oh, that's a late investment from Sop! Shuts that down quick. Sociable and Zeus. It feels like a formality now, but Sociable's still going to do some damage. Can get any more rounds out of the realms of reality here?
I'm not entirely sure what they thought was going to happen there off the ult, but Sociable can try and hold on to this as best he can. Leaf able to squeeze through, but shouldn't find this kill. G2 up to 7 now.
They've done really well here. They've done so well to get it to
Still
this
got
point.
ults to play with as well. It's a fantastic position to be in. Great isolation here with the paint shell for Jorg. Set himself up for success. A little bit curious. Maybe what was being called in that situation, but maybe knows something we don't. It's Jorg, Trent, and Valen. Ults to invest here. Round 12, a chance for G2 to secure a huge advantage here. Or even, I mean, given the state of the pistols, really, you'd want them to be 4 up.
Yeah. Complete agreement. Looks direct, though, from G2. Do they continue? Looks like they are. Full commitment here. Ult's coming out, and there's the ult sent, but it's a 1-for-1 trade. Cross the league and at least cost Jorgamo his life in that. Sociable going to backfill the space. Trent cancelling on the attempt of the plant, and Baby Bay going to punish. Good pick up there. G2 finding stability on the site, but FUT are on the way.
They're huddled in, though. Yeah,
they are locked to this Leaf, trying to give them a little bit of, I guess, relief towards that Heaven side, but there's still issues on the site itself. Sop being part of it, takes away Baby Bay. That's tree gone. Trent on 36 HP can start feeling a little bit under the gun. Yedajay getting closer. G2 boxed in. Great timing on the strike, and FUT starting to strangle. G2 clawing back this last round on the half.
Another situation, the spike doesn't go down, and G2 have to then go forwards. They have to fight this. They give up some crucial control here, and FUT strike and find number 5.
I mean, it's massive, isn't it? Considering if G2 got that, it felt like a different game. But now with the question mark of those pistols with G2, we wait with bated breath.
here with me, Leaf. What is the biggest headache FUT brings?
Just pure aggression, I think. They all have their, very good individual aim, and they play a very chaotic style.
How do you handle that?
Shoot them back.
Good.
Alrighty, 5-7, G2 in the lead. And now this time, Mike, they gotta get this pistol.
Yeah,
Please,
they really
lock
do.
this game in, man.
I think FUT already showing tendencies of how they want to approach the second half now. Not happy to sit back and be dictated to is ever the story with a team like this. Sop back at the top of the table for FUT. Crossley having a fantastic performance in that first half as well, but can the likes of Leaf, Babybay, these anchors really hold up under the pressure here? If FUT finds some early success. Again, one of those teams you talk about, you do not want them to get the wind in their sails. A little bit of momentum can be a death sentence facing a team like FUT.
He can go a hell of a long way. G2, if you wanted any of the pistols, this is one that you really want under the belt. Get that nice buffer. Leaf and Babybay, the two players that have impressed me thoroughly, are the ones to receive all the attention. Paint shells, paranoias, just about everything, but they're still standing strong until then. Burst from FUT and the sight's all theirs. Simple, simple stuff for FUT.
This pause ahead of the execute is just lethal. Again, this is a Viper and a Vice here, holding this site.
Oh, man. Oh, man, that was not how they dreamed it happening, Mike.
Still waiting.
A flawless pistol converted here. FUT taking the right steps. Into this Lotus, or back into this Lotus immediately in the second half. Even with Leaf getting really cheeky inside the poison orb, amounts to nothing.
It is going to be a brutally hard bit of work now as FUT get their first step on the ladder, really, to run this one back to an even affair. 6-7. Pain shell to the face. I don't know, man. He's got an arm. Absolute cannon. But the A site's open.
Yeah.
It was a stack to start with. Fair enough. Again, you look at the round. They haven't invested massively into this. But seeing no resistance thus far until then, I think that FUT have figured it out.
Yeah. A little caution on display from FUT.
Yeah, they're looking to pivot B.
I mean, a misread, actually, on the back of Jaw's jump peak.
They could just maybe
Well,
brute force
Yetijay's
it.
timing is crucial in B alongside this, though. Jaw gets shut down.
Jaw's done really well. Oh, he's done exceptionally well.
And Yetijay's timing amounts to nothing as well.
Yeah, Sop took a load of damage too. This is still getting hectic here. Sop does so well. Doesn't manage to double down.
Ugh.
Yeah, this is getting messy stuff here. Leaf's got an upgrade, so does Babybay. Zeus, though, does have a Phantom. That's a pretty big weapon to bring into this.
They're going the other way as well.
This could be a lifeline for G2. Bring it back. Cross delete, seen, sees, invested. Slowing them down. Buying a couple of seconds. Those seconds become precious at this point. Flash comes in, turns it, buying more and more time. Another target, but he drops on this one. Now down to Zeus. A 1v3 to hold on to this. Sees just out of reach. Prowler, good. Gonna send in the satchel. That's clean on the first.
He's sticking it.
Surgical. He's got a swing, and it's a miss. Babybay and Trent with a Mastercard Thrifty. Not out of it yet.
Oh, my word. I mean, you can't fault the fight towards Spawn, but Yetijay caught off guard. There's three members of G2 drifting back outside. and just gets caught at the worst possible time. That's when you want to see that lurk really find value, be it information or dying in that situation, but then it's the spawn fight that really unravels right in FUT's face. G2 find number 8, a round 2 flip.
Sob's going though. He's still pushing, and a lovely reveal. Instantly nullifying all of that space he was looking after, and G2 starting to stamp their authority in some of these aggressive starts from FUT. Just sheriffs.
Trent the spam.
Barely a look-in.
This whole time, Leaf looking to get right behind this play, but might not even matter. Rosterly tucked into tree right now. Yetjay doesn't have a ton of space to work with. G2 freeze, just have to hold their positions.
Last player standing. Flawless.
Round 2 flip, a flawless to find number 9.
Yeah. This
G2 with a big cushion now. And old progress really not to note on either side. I mean, Crosstelly just missing 2, but...
Give me split. Take us the distance here. Finally seeing shades of this G2 side we've heard about, right? The regional masters that always look good domestically, then internationally.
This buy is everything, Lauren. For
Linchpin,
yeah.
Isn't it? All right, you weren't paying attention, now you will be. This is the one that either gets you back in this or somewhat shuts the door. And it's an aggressive beginning, at least taking space for G2 over towards Mound.
So now put to task, has to try and find some space to play into. G2 exploring elsewhere. There's a 3-man commitment towards C. But looking to find something in towards the B site now. Get a chance here to listen in with FUT.
Paranoya atacağım size. Atacağım paraları yakınlaş. Tower'a attım smoke. Gördüm.
Jenny çıkamaz, sakin.
Yaman'a nade attım.
2 kill lazım, 2 kill lazım.
Hobbit'i gel, Hobbit'i vur, Hobbit'i vur.
Güzel.
Başka. Hobbit bakıyorum. Hobbit Vice. Vice Hobbit. O A'daki tek adam beyler. A'ya gelip vursana. Heaven'a gelip vurabiliyoruz mu? Bekle. Hobbit bende, Hobbit bende. Hobbit'e git Doğan. Hobbit'e git.
Benim yok.
Şu Vice'a yürüyün beyler yavaş yavaş. Onu vurmamız lazım.
Dedim. Lan Jenny çıkamaz.
Sağda da olur.
All right, it's still tense here, 4v4 across the league, and back away under the pressure as here comes G2, sweeping back on the site. Zeus sends one away, goes back for seconds. Zeus standing tall with 3, Crosstelly in support. They have enough to push this further. Scoreline not quite secure yet for G2.
Another clean round now for FUT. They want to chip away at this cushion we were just discussing for G2. And you're able to really... What is that from Leaf, by the way?
Great question.
And a few quiet rounds after that initial flurry of kills in the first half, but
Sakin.
certainly still looking sharp.
Oh, for Crosstelly too.
And yeah, I mean, I'm looking at the buy behind this now, 3 semi-protected for G2. So FUT can keep this clean. The scoreline aside will have a slight advantage.
But they're chomping at the bit, man. Didn't quite get what they wanted, but at least get a note there's no wall there, I guess, is the smaller outcome. But the Paranoia instantly in pivot towards C, puts Valen a little bit deeper.
The pace is picking up for FUT.
Yeah, they are looking pretty mobile at this, kind of that instant check towards B. That Prowler not going to catch, so they're not going to identify Yetjay being here. But the investment of the ult from Zeus wants to ensure space, make it his own, but Valen right behind them. Sop's fallen. Zeus looking to send that pain shell towards that CT side. Jorgo has to respect this. But look who's on the lurk. Baby Bay, are you aware? How long do you wait? There's been enough going on that they've considered this now.
When does he strike? I mean, Baby Bay's just turned his back now. Back of the spike tap here. Could be a chance for him. Let's say going forwards now.
Shots and a half for FUT there, crunching towards CT. And it's left to 4. FUT are back in this one with 4 alive.
You can see now, they are chomping at the bit. They really want to take the fight to G2.
They're hunting them across this map.
Yeah, they really are. And even in situations like this, it's like, yeah, Valen gets one when he shouldn't, right? But it's the onslaught of players behind that initial trade. And then FUT dig their heels in.
We'll see. We'll see.
I am seeing movement. We're back in game.
Okay. I'm putting the phone down. All right, back to business, back to my job. The 9 to 5. God, it's a hard grind, isn't it? 8 to 9, though. Actual scoreline here. Let's see if this is potentially offset some of the, I don't want to say confidence, but certainly momentum as well.
Actually riding this one through with a lesser buy on the side of G2 than I was expecting. Have the showstopper, as I said, to offset that. But Stingers to round this out. Always a little question mark coming out of a pause like that. G2 actually taking a ton of space on the C side here. Pick up the pace towards A.
Leaf's going to be found. Yeah, Zeus just going to tank a little bit of damage, but he was there pretty swiftly. BabyBay trying to get involved, but just has to trigger the wall for now. Create some options for deeper down the line, because the plant's going to be coming in.
Wait, did he trigger it? Yeah, it's just disappeared now, yeah.
Very well done, considering how high pressure that was, and Sociable can clear all this space, so it becomes so obvious now.
Big check into CT as well.
It's just
he's going to know that it's all in from the other side.
Jaw's going to set all of this motion, and Zeus beheads BabyBay. Oh, it's the Zeus show! 4 kills, and Jordan can do nothing but die. We're title even, 9-9.
The timing is absolute perfection here from FUT. Not feeling any resistance here, and they're scaling up the entire time. Can't fault G2, they can't go any quicker here on the flank. Either one to equalize here on Lotus. And riding through that lesser bind now puts an operator in the hands of Jaw. The TP for Valen, Trent, BabyBay, and Leaf all just missing 1 point. As I said, if that ult cycle aligned previously, now G2 have to rely on it to try and maintain the lead here. Or at least control of Lotus. FUT not too far away from both duelist ultimates either. But they won't be available.
Oh, executed.
Yeah, rewarded for his patience here. Sociable drifting forwards.
Bring them down.
Real opportunity with no smokes that FUT have to brute force their way into one of these sites. Might just be Leaf tested once more.
He's got a little bit of utility to help him out. Again, it's hardly jam-packed already. Zeus going to start paving the way, and surely... Wait, BabyBay got him in that! Sop does answer back towards Leaf, but this is not easy at all. And they're looking to pivot.
Plenty of time to reset behind this, though. They can create a real question mark of a lurk somewhere on the map. I think it's what G2 are going to read into.
They've still got so many numbers to play with, right? Like, they shouldn't be too threatened yet. How have they split this one up? Okay, so Jordan posted towards C, joined by BabyBay. The rest kind of left in motion. BabyBay still feeling secure enough in this position. They've made contact, or at least kind of implied some presence. That wall is yet to be checked, though. Paranoia comes in. They're going to know where Valen resides, but it's Trent. And it's going to be the others. Jorgamo being one of them. And Sop's not really looking afraid at 12 seconds, though. Where do we go at this point? G2 shut this down. Get a J2 late to the party. Gonna make it a little more costly, sure. But the round win, not a possibility now.
A must win for G2, certainly. Still a cushion here to chip away at. FUT will be able to buy back into this. Big investment here from Zeus, the showstopper, thrown out, and it's BabyBay to find this kill. Catches him. That causing any issues with FUT to call a timeout here. Come back into this. Sop has ult, but nothing else available now. And talked about G2's ult cycle aligning. See, Jaw and BabyBay investing, but still crucial ults to be able to string together a couple of rounds here.
This is hopefully just a normal timeout for FUT.
I think it is. I believe so.
I want to see the coaches talking, you know? That's what I want to see. That's not the coaches, but it's fine. Zeus and Jaw. And again, it does feel like I want to see more from Jorgamo. It's when you know the caliber of a player, it always leaves you wanting to see it again. It's not like he's not doing anything here, but again, those highlight moments that you can certainly reach towards. Not seeing... Okay, there we are. We are seeing the coaches kind of checking in, so it does look as though it should be a FUT timeout. Also, opportunity for G2 to have a chat as well. Both teams able to check back in. And and my nerves are assuaded.
Again, look at what FUT are able to maintain behind this. I mean, SOP, again, operator, the Stinger in hand. Ultimate behind it. It's very frugal here. They're conscious that
Let's make them dance.
they will at least remain present here for the follow-up if G2 are able to find 11.
There we go. Sock it.
SOP looking to get into this Val with a big backhand there. Zeus sent away, but Jorgamo dead and buried. Left just kind of in no man's land. Trent does well to identify the approach from SOP. Down 3 players, they're struggling for numbers. A quick pivot, but the spike has to take the longer way around. Sociable should get a little bit of that back, but I mean, not much.
All that chaos actually brought Leaf out of the pit now. It drops C-site open for the taking. FUT held there, they couldn't really capitalize on SOP's pressure in the back lines. Look at Valen though, he's here so early.
Yeah, he certainly is.
Poison's off. Spike
There we go,
planted.
plants in. 3v4. And you're right, it's Valen's position that's really caught my eye here. Him seeing nothing at Mound is such big information too. G2 taking the long road around CT side, also gonna see nothing. We know that FUT are posted on site itself. Crossterly waiting for the push through now. Contact made, Baby Bay gonna set the tone and the tempo, but it's gonna be a re-swing! Yenache looking sharp, but Valen's made it here, and Sociable was down low, 70 HP against the 30. Valen's gotta get to work, he gotta get a move on! And with the numbers not on their side, they tie it up at 10 apiece.
The bait out here from Sociable. You can see the cogs turning. He considers trading this, but he wants to run the clock down, force Valen's hand into a do-or-die situation. Go for the spike, keep exploring site. Absolutely beautiful here. FUT able to find number 10. And it's G2 now, scraping a bye together.
This is why there's a timeout here for G2. They need to check in. They've got to have a plan in mind now, Mike, because they just don't have the funds for it. They are at the bottom of the barrel here financially. A couple of weapons, sure, but it is going to be light. And FUT are just getting dangerous enough that this is now a problem.
And the ult's spent as well. They have a TP for Valen, that's it. Now effectively looking at conceding number 11. And again, with that kind of blip along the timeline, the loss bonus won't align for them, depending on what they spend here. A horrendous position to be in here for G2,
time.
yeah.
Terrible time.
And I
for
think
it to
as
hit.
well, where you saw a couple of rounds ago, FUT almost getting a whiff of how G2 were approaching here. Even that previous example, like I said, they couldn't capitalize on SOP's flank quick enough, but they drew Leaf out of the pit. They created an opportunity elsewhere. Credit to the mid-round of FUT. Might just be a brawl here. 3 for G2, everybody for FUT.
So
won't catch SOP.
Okay. Yeah, but the angle's good for Valen there. Still trying to be active in this. Instigate a little, he has to. He's the one with Vandal.
Well, Zeus is down at 5 as well. G2 coming out on top of this opening engagement.
Still here. Still looking for... Oh! Zeus on 5 HP! Is that weapon recoverable? Not really, and Yenache on the follow-up. The site now looking secure. FUT taking strides towards this. Zeus starting
5
to
HP,
farm,
man.
You're not meant to be looking this sharp right now. Finally put down. Leaf, how bad do you want this one? It's a 2v3. Baby Bay's still up as well. Let's trigger that wall and look for other options. Maybe other upgrades. But that timer is an issue. And silver linings don't feel like enough. Leaf's not given any opportunities here. Might catch Sociable. No, doesn't get him down. There's another door shut on G2 in this round. Sociable's found him. Baby Bay can't do it now. Lead gathered for FUT, 11 to 10.
And the financial woes continue. I mean, there's only 2 players sitting north of 3K. This buy is everything for G2. operator in hand for Jaw. Just the TP, already mentioned it. Crostally just missing one. Yetajay, a chance to shut down this must-win buy for G2. That's looking all in once more on the side of FUT. Bulldozing their way past rubble. That G2 proactivity hinted at once more, and we've seen it in a few rounds. Already going to get bodies ahead of this.
Can't afford to die though at this point. There's no one really present on site to do much with it. Baby tempted, sure. Not going to come down preemptively to make sure no one's lingering on site, but actually Zeus going back in for seconds, gets punished. And a shot from Trent, and life still in the veins of G2. But the man to the good. You can see the FUT go hunting, but Valen holding the line. There's still a lot to be said about this. This would be unforgivable if it's a loss. So for G2, it becomes essential to stay calm, cool and collected here.
So much time left though for Sociable and Sop to get out of this.
Cannot
but
die.
Jaw, the one disconnected here. Get back onto this angle potentially.
Doors open. There we go. Nicely done on the first. Doesn't need to overextend on this.
30 seconds left.
Doesn't need to hunt down Sociable himself. Keep that B side secure. Maintain space. Sociable forced to plant where he can at this point, and a 1v4 would be legendary at this point.
He's the first couple cleanly here.
And they're stacked up, all three of them together. Trying to maybe divide this site in a new way, but the pre-fire not far off. Got a cubby to play from. Does he get given the first? Not enough, Trent. Wide of the run, and G2 staying now blow for blow.
And 4 left standing, that's crucial in terms of the reinvestment required. They've got themselves another ultimate to boot, but a fantastic hold here. FUT given a ton of space to play into, but not able to capitalize. Yetizay's ult used preemptively, and G2 sat just outside it.
Give me that shit. I'll give you that shit, my boy. Good shit, hot dog. Good.
Leaf now the one to pick up the operator. Zeus just missing 2 for a showstopper. Crossley still an ultimate to play with. Flip the script though, FUT are here. Potentially feeding into this, and Leaf will land. Zeus down and out.
And Sociable considered, paint shell goes in, and they're lucky to get out of there. G2 suddenly looking stronger. Confidence shown now, but caution aired on the other side for Leaf. He took the first player, taking away Zeus, but he can't overextend. Finds Yetajay. This is good information here.
G2 looking to remain active as well. Now potentially 3 ready to greet this drift towards A for FUT. Maybe a little off kilter here. Whether they can stack up and find this first kill, but like I said, it's invested for G2.
Smokes in. They are very close to this, trying to keep this quiet at 35 seconds. But looking to finish towards the A side of the map here. Prowler, just a little early, but Jorgamo ready. Standing guard with a double. Would love to make it more, but Valen's there in unison, and Sociable irrelevant to the outcome. And G2 looking to finish with a flourish, but he's going to take a body with him. Put Trent back on notice. But there's no escaping it now. G2 pushing up to 12.
And just like that, FUT are the ones to feel the pinch in terms of this purchase. We'll be able to muster together much. Beautiful opener from Leaf. And Sop just out of shot there again. They were both onto this angle at the same time.
Down A.
Unfortunately, that pivot back towards A. G2 read it to perfection.
Starts feeling like this might be a marathon of a game at 11 to 12. G2 now, 1 away from taking us to that 3rd map. Split on the horizon, but the pace not stopping for FUT. Straight in towards the site, and Baby Bay in danger! Swings into it! Sop gonna take his life. And this, oh my God, Leaf! The standard fight there. You had no right. But Valorant trying to be hot on their heels this time. Sociable's here, but it's not just him. He's got support, he's got Fred, and they're dead! Third fight both! Jorgamo's down, Valorant's down, and Stop is standing tall! This has got OT written all over it now.
That 29 HP now looking an impossibility for Leaf to clutch this one out. Westerly will find it. Overtime found here by FUT. Another turn of pace that suits them so well. G2 caught totally off guard in this round. Just when you think G2 gonna convert this one, the timing for Zeus as well to get back onto this angle, it is beautiful.
Yeah.
Gotta imagine Sociable relaying that information to both players being noted on the flank.
12-12, all even. OT now necessary, G2 desperate to take it to split. FUT would love to close down the account right here, right now. And it's pressure from the word go. FUT not gonna let off the gas here.
A reset in terms of comfort. Sides swapped here. Leaf will be put to task here and holding back the onslaught of FUT. He's gonna get pinstroked. Oh! Sociable right outside B.
It took almost all 5 to find him, but 4 of them got the job done while leaving the entirety of C in the hands of Yedajay. TP there, just keeping him interested, but now G2 don't have step, they don't have that lurk.
Great indicator for overtime. They'd still remember the sort of things that caused issues during regulation. Cover going out. FUT taking the fight to G2 in this first overtime round. Yeah, in 50 seconds, they're still in spawn. They have to re-hit back out to rubble. FUT will allow this.
There. Consciously leaving that space
yeah,
up.
heavy lean elsewhere.
It feels tense though, doesn't it?
There.
You can see the caution on display.
30 seconds
and
left.
the discipline from FUT. They don't need to do too much.
I mean, there's an AWP here for Jaw.
Yeah.
He's not going to take it. Potentially huge to find that in a post.
There you go. Plants in. This needs to be absolute money for G2. Baby Bay.
I mean, this was the plan for FUT, so let's see what they got.
There's going to be the paranoia. He's going to try and make a run for it. The reveal comes in, and here comes a flood back through. Jorgamo, do you want to stand the test so far? And it's all on Jorgamo. He's desperately trying to do everything he can. Oh, the final hurdle, just too high.
Nearly saw one of those magical moments from Jaw, but it's Yedajay. Ever the last man standing for FUT to find the advantage here.
God almighty, he did so well to get to this point. But as you said, the final boss, the final man, Yedajay. That's a whole lot of players painted in red there. But the one remaining has given FUT 13. And a timeout for G2. Much to consider now with life on the line.
In that second half, I mean, G2 was struggling in a number of rounds. It took heroics in the first, heroics in the second. Now they need to deliver one in overtime. Jaw top of the board for G2. Lots to be discussed here during this timeout. You can see the amount of pressure that Valen is under.
Yeah. It's an unforgiving job, isn't it?
Yeah, it really is.
Don't envy anyone in that position. Up 13 or down to 12, it doesn't really make much odds, but for Valen, a lot of weight on his shoulders. Obviously spread between the coaching staff and the rest, but for him, obviously, big call coming in now as FUT stand on the verge of a 2-0 win.
Sop and Zeus, top of the board for FUT as well. No surprises. The dynamic duo that continues to deliver for this roster. Can they close out here?
Where are you?
Well, not spotted on that, forced away by the reveal. Sop will take this space, at least plant the seed. G2 not moving just yet off that. Maybe actually reading into the fact that nobody's even curious outside C right now. This is Baby Bay and Valen.
Down.
To hold down the fort for G2. Zeus is in here.
He's in there quick as well, but he doesn't actually get to close down on the man. Valen
somehow.
And actually pretty unscathed to an extent, right?
I mean, at one point down to 29 HP there with the paint shell was about to pop.
Placing wall trap.
Fought for just to get to this point. Tension starting him out at 48 seconds. A corner and a cubby made to get the plant here.
It's a full 5v5 in the post, Lauren.
It's about to be pure chaos, isn't it? Who comes out on top in this one? Zeus, ready to engage, takes away Leaf, goes hunting for more! Beheads both Baby Bay and Leaf and puts them with a man to the good. Jorgamo, Valen and Trent in a world of trouble now. So much to get past. Sociable holding the line. Dips away, baits him in, but Valen's got the body to drop. Leaves him lined in chalk. Crossley down low. Valen again. Absolutely doing wonders for his side. G2 holding on in OT.
Oh my word. Couple of players from FUT in a position to shut this down. That trade back from Valen is everything in terms of keeping hope alive. And somehow, I mean, Trent delivered one here off the reveal, but it's Valen to find another two.
Let's go! Come on! Let's go! Let's go!
G2 find the response required. Valen making a statement here.
Need a drop.
Operator in hand for Sop now. Bit of a curveball. Got to be considered though.
He's quick to this. It's a really.
How far does he go?
As well, yeah.
He's still pushing.
Yeah, Baby Bay's got to be really careful on the other side. And again, so does the rest of G2 if they do decide to come back this way. But he's made it here not feeling any pressure, so they've already rotated players to the rest of the map. G2's progress. Something to keep in mind. Leaf trying to get closer, does need to deal with the wall. That's done. So part of that protocol list now starting to be ticked off.
This is just a probe though from G2. They are looking towards B right now. Crossley is so curious as to what's going on over there.
Look at what's on C. There's still Sop. There's still
it's a deep angle for the operator as well. Oh. He's giving it up.
Oh, this is wild. And then Zeus.
Oh my God, the stars could align for G2 here.
Checked really nicely. Paranoia, but still not able to shut him down though. They're not being able to get close. He's still standing. Zeus still takes one. G2, it took so much to clear this angle, and now Sop's back already on site.
30
Take
seconds
the TP
left.
across. He's going to have noted this. He's going to respect it for now.
An advantage. We're going to want to convert now. Trent gets out that to avoid the C's.
Buys time.
Throws the timing the smokes off ever so slightly, but looking to get aggressive now.
Here they come. They're already on towards the site here. Looking to re-clear. Trent tries to stand the ground though, getting a bit dicey as Sop's going to take away Valen, the hero from before, and Crossley overwhelmed. It's all on Trent, and it's too much! Again, FUT strike first.
They get huddled into the corner, even blocking each other's view here. G2 just have no plan B once FUT. Like I said, the timing is off just because of the C's. One of the smoke drops, they have to move forwards. They can't risk the plant being punished. And FUT run away with it. Answering right back, number 14 on the board. It's G2 under scrutiny.
There.
For what seems like the 100th time this map.
Go again. Trent here early this time. Jorgamo as well. Sop's been punished a couple of times on this push-up.
Where are we?
That's going to be a potential big reveal here. There it is. Oh, it's gorgeous. Leaf the one to capitalize. Follow up there for Sop though on the trade. 4v4. Pivot towards the B site. There's no one here to greet them.
It's open.
They've got options now, and Sociable being slippery too. Going to keep control on the other side of the extremity here. Deep Prowler going to catch Baby Bay. That's fine. Gives them a little bit more confidence in the plant.
Big info, though. Where does Sociable go with this? Sop's found Leaf.
Sop's got Leaf. Hold on, Jorgamo trying to do it again, but Sop's still standing. That's 3 for the man. Can he do it all himself here? Looking to keep going. An ace is there.
Oh, no way!
The 18-year-old superstar looking like a nightmare to face as FUT carry on their merciless march here in London.
What a way for this to end, Lord. Sop just comes alive, as he's known to do. Him and Zeus in this last map, worth their weight in gold for FUT.
Oh, you can see what it means to a man. And on the other side, how many heartbreaks can this team take? This time a little earlier. A concerning sign, hard fought for in the end. Lotus looking the best we'd seen.
Yeah, this one feels a little different for me. The writing was on the wall from the get-go for G2. It's just something wasn't landing here in London. And it is a shame to see them bow out once more, but for me, I mean, a lifeline delivered for FUT after, like I said, a misstep previously in my eyes, showing that they can go up against one of the more recognizable greats on an international stage and deliver a superb performance. And a bounce back as well, considering the bigger picture going on around that previous series as well.
Absolutely.
A big tick in the box in terms of mentality and resilience, which for some of these youngsters is huge.
Again, 18 years old is Sop. This is a young guy under probably some of the brightest lights to step into. As said, big pressure from external influence, but for him, a fantastic display here today, and the rest of the boys trying to keep themselves focused and in the moment.